What's going on, guys? Welcome back again for another review. This time around, we're reviewing Metal Gear Solid, the Legacy Collection, 1987 to 2012. This is an awesome collection series brought out by Konami and Kojima Productions, and it has some amazing games. The list of games range from Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake, Metal Gear Solid VR Missions, Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty, Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater, Metal Gear Solid 4 Guns of the Patriot, Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker, and then the two Metal Gear Solid 1 and 2 animated shorts that were created for the PSP. There's a animated version of the Metal Gear Solid 1 and then animated version of Metal Gear Solid 2. And I guess, we could talk about those first. I don't really have any certain way of how we're going to throw these things together video-wise or anything, but those are something that you don't want to watch. To tell you the truth, it's something that how do I say it? It's something that is awesome for someone to watch that isn't ever planning on playing the Metal Gear Solid series. To kind of give them a gist of what happened in Metal Gear Solid 1 and 2, but it's something that I feel was kind of cut you away from the experience. Obviously, because it was just a movie. It's like an hour-long movie, but it's the fact of the matter. There's a lot of things that happen in that little film that don't actually happen in the game, which is ridiculous. Changing stuff up like that to me kind of throws me off. So either way, let's go ahead and get down into talking about some of the games. We have the two classics. We got Metal Gear and Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake. Now, Metal Gear and Metal Gear 2, the first one, Metal Gear, you play Solid Snake and you were directed by Big Boss, who in the end, so on and so forth. I don't want to ruin it for anybody. It's a classic game. It came out, I think it was United Games that originally brought it out, or Unity Games that brought it out. And, it was classic. It's definitely different from the regular, like Metal Gear Solid 1 or 2 or 3 or so on and so forth. But Metal Gear Solid 1 and 2, it is a very popular game at the time that it came out. Not as popular as it is nowadays, but it's a classic game. It's something fun to play. So if you ever want to play it, hit it up. You can find these actually on the Metal Gear Solid 3 version of the game. So moving down into Metal Gear Solid 1. So obviously graphics, it's got the PlayStation 1 graphics. Still has that old classic feel though. What I'm showing right now is actually Metal Gear Solid, like VR training, because that kind of merged them together. I was a really big fan of the VR missions. In Metal Gear Solid 1 and the VR missions and stuff, it was a lot of fun, man. I mean, it was something different, to have the VR missions on there was spectacular to me at the time, because, we had these little 3D headsets that my stepbrother actually had for the PlayStation 1, and it was unbelievable to play some of that stuff at that time with that. And, that's really what got me into gaming was Metal Gear Solid 1. So Metal Gear Solid 1 was just, it was a great game, great story. And obviously they did a retake of it with Twin Snakes, but either way, Metal Gear Solid 1, Metal Gear Solid 1 VR missions is great. Now we're talking about Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty. Great story, great gameplay. Disappointed when it first came out because the lead character was Raiden, a blonde-haired, girlish guy that completely just aggravated the hell out of everyone the entire time we were playing. It was crazy because the first full missions, you're playing as Solid Snake, and then you move on to Raiden, and you're just mad because you don't get to play as Metal Gear's face, Solid Snake. So I was a little disappointed when it first came out, but the overall game aspect and story, concept, graphics are amazing for the time. It was an unbelievable experience. Now we're moving on to Metal Gear Solid 3, Snake Eater. Now this right here, I don't care what anyone says, this baby is a perfect game. Unbelievable story, great graphics, great voice acting by the man himself, David Hayter. I was blown away by this game, and I remember when it first came out, you know, there was talks about what it was going to be based on and all this other stuff. So for some reason, I don't know why at that time, I wasn't big into talking about, you know, video game news. I was just a gamer. I just wanted to talk, you know, play games. I didn't care about the news. When something launched, I bought it. And I thought this game originally was based on Solid Snake. And whenever it came back around, and you know, and it popped up and it was MGS3, and it was based on Big Boss, my mind was blown. It was such a great game, great title, storyline's amazing, awesome title, guys. Metal Gear Solid 4 now, Guns of the Patriots, one of my favorite games of all time. You got Old Snake. You know, the rapid aging process has happened because of him being a clone. You know, there's all kinds of stuff going on. If you have not played this game yet, what the hell is wrong with you? This is the reason why you need to get this Legacy Pack, because the game is so damn good. You know, it's a really awesome experience, and you know, it brought over the multiplayer aspect of Metal Gear Solid 3, which I for some reason forgot to mention. Metal Gear Solid 3, whenever it came out, it had online experience, and it was awesome. It was one of the first, you know, online games I really got into, and which I played it here. I played some online games here and there, but nothing as much as I did with this. So it was a great game. And then Metal Gear Solid 4 had online, and it was fun while it lasted. But the game was just unbelievable. You got to go back to Shadow Moses for Metal Gear Solid 1 and see just all kinds of stuff. And it was an unbelievable story, just breathtaking the entire time. Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker. Now, this is something different. This is based on Big Boss. In between, you know, Metal Gear Solid 3 and also Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes and Metal Gear Solid 5 Phantom Pain, which is coming out. Peace Walkers was not as good as a game as I thought it was going to be. Peace Walkers was a knockdown experience. It was a PSP title, and you know, it got upgraded to HD a couple of times. Relaunched on the PSN, and then Metal Gear Solid HD Collection, so on and so forth. And I played it, and I didn't have that sense of urgency. There's all these aspects that you have to, like, you know, manage your army and manage this and manage that. Keep it tactical. You know what I'm saying? Keep it tactical, espionage and action, all that stuff. Keep it the same, and I'll like it. But that's the first. I tell you, it's definitely Metal Gear. But it is a dumbed down experience. I hate saying it like that, but it's not the experience that you would expect in a Metal Gear game. You know, overall with this $49 Legacy Collection, it's a damn good deal, and it also comes with an art book that has promotional art from all the games that it came out. You know, for $49.99 you get 8 titles. You also get the digital. You know, the digital art movies of Metal Gear Solid 1 and 2. You know, you get all these games for such a cheap price. It's like over 60 hours of gameplay, 60, 70 hours, something like that. And you get the book. It's a really good deal, guys. So make sure to check it out. Go to GameStop or just go over to Konami's shop and buy this baby ASAP, because Metal Gear Solid 5 is upon us, and if you haven't seen that yet, make sure to check it out. I'll have a trailer linked in the description below. So this is it, guys. I am giving this Legacy Collection a 9 out of 10. Definitely something you need to pick up. Definitely something for anyone that has never played Metal Gear Solid. For $49.99 to get the art book and also get all these games packed into one thing, it is a damn good deal. So 9 out of 10. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Make sure to subscribe for your chance to win a PlayStation 4 on February 16th. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Peace out.